I'm very happy to have you on board and permit me to make the introduction. I
Please.
told you I'm going to introduce you to our wonderful brother in the United States in Detroit, who is our legal advisor. He's a very daring brother to me. Hello? Oh, I think I lost the network.
So I'm glad you're on the call.
All right.
Okay,
Let's
Mr.
be out.
Richard, meet Miss
Yes.
Very
Helen, the
pleased to
woman I've been talking to you about that you're going to meet. So that's Miss Helen.
Okay, pleased to meet you.
Oh, hey, nice to meet you as well.
And you're here in the Detroit area.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
we have
okay,
to
Elaine.
meet.
Right, you were the one. Okay, Elaine McKenzie. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely have to meet. I want to share with you what we're doing. The company that we're putting together is a holdings company that will be bringing Black-owned automobile company. And in fact, the company is coming out of Africa. So yeah. So I'd love to
Awesome.
share. Yeah, love to share it with time. I'm not gonna hijack your meeting.
All right. Yeah, I look forward to it.
I,
Yeah,
I,
nice to meet
I,
you.
I'm going to share your contact with Mom Helen, Mr. Richard.
Good.
Okay.
All right. So, Mama, I have very dear sister of ours also on the board. She's very dear to my dear brother, Mr. Richard. That's Dennis from Canada.
Hello, hi, nice to meet
Okay.
you, Dwayne.
Hello. Oh my goodness, so pretty.
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, you too, definitely. Yeah,
Thank
great work.
you.
It sounds like you're doing great work. I'm from Botswana, so I went to school in South Africa for like 7 years. So it's really awesome to hear South African companies coming in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing some things in Accra as well. And I just know that we're all connected by the grace of God. So everyone here, some kind of way. I know this is a divine order. So meeting my dear the man of God and my spiritual son from God's arm, I just know that we're all connected. And so I am working. I'm actually considering quitting my job to do what I'm doing full time. I think the Lord is moving me. And as the attorney will know, I work for Clark Hill. So he's probably familiar with the law firm. We're in the Ally building downtown. But I believe the Lord is moving me to quit, to do this full time, because that's where we are right now. And I heard the word, someone very spiritual and connected to the Lord told me no more delay.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, he's on this call, by the way. so
Okay. And also we have on the meeting with us, our General Secretary, Mr. Abiodun, is also present there, so that we will be able to, take critical observation of every details. And can you please introduce yourself, bro?
Yeah, good evening. This is Mr. Abiodun, so the General Secretary to God's Arm Global Foundation and Nigeria chapter at the same time in the United States of America.
Very pleased to meet you. Very pleased to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Madam, pleased to meet you, the barrister.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So I want us to be very brief for tonight's discussion so that I want to appreciate my very wonderful brother, Mr. Richard, who was able to, give us the initiative for this meeting. And I understand that we have been, quite busy with our various work, but thanking God that we're still coming together and we're going to build this generation all together. So when my brother Whitney discussed with me for quite some weeks ago concerning the report that we have to make in the United Nations, although we are unable to submit the details because it's already late, but we're going to be given some privileges to talk in the course of the UN Women Conference. So permit me to share with you, I'm coming. Permit me to share with you some few things concerning the topic that we have to work on. Coming. Okay. It's actually on the screen. So we made to realize that the theme for the conference is accelerating the achievement of gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls by addressing poverty.
Can you scroll down a little bit? I don't think it's on the screen where we're reading right now.
Okay.
I think you're reading at the you're reading from the beginning, right? Or okay, all right. All right, yeah. Go on.
So the theme for the conference is accelerating the achievements. Let me try to increase. Coming. Okay. Okay. So this is the theme, accelerating the achievement of gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls by addressing poverty and strengthening institutions and financing with a gender perspective. So this section will also reveal the agreed conclusion of the 63rd section, that's social protection system, access to public services, and sustainable infrastructure for gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls. So, can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, thank God that that was like 6 months ago, we were able to launch a program. And this is the program that we launched. We tagged the program providing special training as managers of Earth. So we have the African International Diplomatic Missionaries. It has to do with people in Europe, in Ghana, in Syria alone, and much more here in Nigeria. Because as I'm talking with you now, we have many young people virtually in every institution here in Nigeria that have been following our trainings, our mentorship, and so other things. Also, we have some of our team in Romania, in Europe, for the African International Diplomatic Missionary. So the second project is the African International Student Diplomatic Missionaries. This actually is centralized on the younger people. You know, we've been preparing the mindset, we have been re-engineering the brain and the mindset of the young people, you know, exposing them to the act of advocacy, standing for what is right and what is true, no matter where they are, representing and standing to replicate light anywhere they see themselves. So we have some of them that are, you know, student leadership in their various institutions now. So we train them for like 5-month training, rigorous course, and we were able to certify them. Then we confer on them our young diplomats. They're actually from different fields. We have some of them in the field of medicine and surgery. We have some of them in the field of pharmacy, some of them in the field of law, engineering, and so on and so forth. So then the third project is the African Girls Education. We've actually started this program even before the initiative of the United Nations concerning this women conference. So the African Girls Education, we have been working with the younger people. I think some times ago, I was able to discuss this also with Mama Helen, and also my dear brother, Mr. Richard, was able to reach out to me, and he made me realize that we can actually come up with some pragmatic solutions so that we will be able to recommend this, on the global stage at the United Nations. This has to do with the conference that has to do with women and girls. So, and we have our traditional and our grassroots, solutions that we've been working with the younger people. We know the challenges that they're facing from age 12 to age 24. That's on the side of the girls. And for some certain women also, we have majority of them on our board. Then another program is the African Boys Education. We have to educate the boys, not just the girls. It has been so common, violence against girls, violence against the boy child. During my degree days, my BSc days, the project that I worked on was men's self-reported experience of domestic violence from their spouse. So men can also, be abused by the untamed women. Yeah. So we have to educate the boys so that by the time they grow up, they can be responsible fathers, they can be responsible husbands, and they can be able to build their house. And the other program is the African Women Education. We have been engaging, re-engineering the minds of the African women. Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, the African women, they have a total mindset that is kind of different from the American women. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. We have to understand this. I'm going to tell you more about cultural intelligence that has been working, because here in this part of the world where we are, when it comes to divorce, so many women in Nigeria, they've been very sensitive, because it can actually label you. It can give you a kind of a label.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most especially in the Igbo cultural lineage, it's a no-go area. The Igbo people, they don't allow divorce in their family, because when you want to make the payment of a dowry, the man must actually pay a huge amount of money. So when you get married to your woman, you must definitely learn how to try your heart.
Okay.
That's very important. And also on the side of the African women education, in the northern part of Nigeria, they make use of a penal code. We call it a penal code. Why in the southwest, where we belongs to, we make use of a criminal code. So the penal code has its roots from Saudi Arabia.
Mm.
Yeah. So they believe that women cannot actually take the lead over a man.
Mm.
And that's the reason why we still have difficulties in producing a female president in Nigeria. So
Wow.
that is actually rooted. That is deeply rooted in the Quran. They don't want a woman to lord over a man, irrespective of the leadership position.
Right.
The Quran opposes that. So we have been teaching and empowering the women right from the grassroots level on courses on breaking glass ceilings.
Mm-hmm.
How to actually take the lead out. We have been teaching the men also. If you take a look at the number 6 of this, you will see the African men education. We have been trying to expose and re-engineer the mind and the brain of the African man, that you don't just see, you don't see the woman, as inferior.
Right.
They understand what I'm saying? The man is the head of the family. The man is the head of the family. And the woman is the crown. The woman is the crown on the head of the man. So we have been coming up with these biblical principles, and thank God that we've been having so many positive results. And very soon we're going to be displaying our results on the global stage. So the last point there is the word advanced education. So let me show you the flyers of the program. There is the flyer for the program. That's supposed to be like 6 months ago. I posted it. It's actually on our social media handles. So this is the flyer. And now that the team for the United Nations Conference, Women Conference, has to do with empowerment of girls and women. So we have our grassroots solutions that we've been able to prescribe, and the challenges for the younger generation on the side of the girls and women are facing. So I want to hear our opinion. I want to hear our opinion. I think my brother, Mr. Richard, I don't know. I'm not able to upgrade my Zoom. Can I make you the host for this meeting?
No, I'm actually on an iPhone.
Oh, okay. I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe
so
that's going to convenient for Mama Helen.
I did. Okay.
Mama Helen, can I make you the host for this meeting?
Is she there?
Hello,
Yeah, she's here.
Mama Helen.
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah. Can I make
Oh,
you
you
the
are
host?
so sweet. You know what? Let me tell you, I have to tell you this really quick. It's interesting. My name is translated to Helen. That is the translation in my name, but my name is Elaine. And so when you were saying Mama Helen, I was like, is there a Mama Helen on the phone? But so funny, that's the translation of my name. So it's interesting that you would say that. I'm on an iPhone too, but it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting on my iPhone too. So you needed someone else to be an administrator.
Okay, what about
Do you
your
want to
sister?
share this? Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah, what are you trying to do? What are
Can
you
I
trying
make
to
you
do,
the host? Can I make you the host for this meeting? So because the page will soon expire and I'm yet to upgrade my Zoom.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, done.
Right. I have a question. You said you have some grassroots solutions that you guys have come up with all the work that you've done. Do you have that in a document anywhere or have that written down anywhere? I know you might not have like actual numbers, but just anything that you have in terms of those grassroots solutions in some sort of writing, I'd love to look at and then try connect it to the literature and start thinking of like maybe even like an opinion paper that we can maybe present. I'm not sure. I'm still unclear as to what we'll be doing at the UN and what we'll be presenting. But I definitely think it's a start to look at the solutions that you're talking about.
Well, I think it's an excellent start. And I just want to interject here. We've actually been looking at some grants. USAID has a number of grants for exactly what we're talking about here. Have you received any funding from them for any of this?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to try to do is also, the UN is great, but we will look for some additional funding for you.
Right.
Thank you.
That's a good idea. That's a brilliant idea.
Okay, so Dennis,
yes,
concerning the question that you asked, I have them on the rough sheets, and I am going to put them on the system probably after the meeting when we are able to bounce divine ideas together. But some of the few things that I would love to relate with us is that some of the younger people here, we have majority of them that are traumatized.
Right. Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them,
Okay.
they're already exposed to sexual abuses,
Mm-hmm.
and on the side of the girls, and they don't want to go to the law because they don't see justice.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I have some of them, I have been privileged to have, one-on-one encounter with the younger people that, victim of rape.
Mm-hmm.
I have their details. I have them, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
So they are victim of rape, and you understand? Some of them, they got impregnated, and the boys don't want to accept the pregnancy, calling for abortion. And when we visit the police, simply because of the fact that these oppressors, somehow they are connected. So justice cannot actually be lifted up. They just pay some policemen and deal with the case. And so those younger girls and ladies, they have been living with the trauma. So in dealing with this, I think we have to look critically through the legal lens. The younger generation are no longer seeing justice on the side of the criminal justice system anymore in this part of the world.
Okay.
So that's part of it. And also the second point is that, majority of the people, they actually, emerge from the classless family.
Mm-hmm.
So they struggle to make a living. We have some of our girls on the street, as I'm talking to you now, they are into prostitution. Thank God we're able to, revive and redeem some few of them, just like the slogan, the motto of the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Giving hope, redeeming lives, radiating love.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some of them that they are already coming out of the street, but we have to get them empowered because, reformation has so many great things to do with rehabilitation and empowerment.
Please excuse me. I just need to go downstairs to pick up something, but I'm going to be joining on another line so I can still hear. And then I'll come back to the screen. I'll keep this open.
Okay.
I'm still listening.
Okay, good. Okay. So, like I was saying, they need to be empowered. They need to be empowered. And also, because the United Nations were able to talk about, let me quickly scroll down. I think women in leadership or stuff like that. Okay, social protection system, access to public services. So our system in Nigeria, I'm sorry to say this, is just too corrupt. We don't have security here. When you try to raise up your voice too much and you don't have the structure, they can come for you.
Wow.
I'm telling you, they can come for you. So, and that's the reason why we are trying to get our own building, according to what Mama Eleni has been able to, share with me. I think that's gonna be another discussion after this meeting. So once we're able to get that done, as I'm talking to you now, we have some strategic men in the Nigerian military that are giving us some certain backup now. And we have some stronger people in leadership too. So, and I believe that we can actually engage our women and our girls on some certain local conferences. We can set up some local conferences. I think these are some of the concepts that we can actually use to bring them out of the doldrum. We can set up local conferences, workshop seminars where we can actually, empower them and, change their mindset. Teaching them on the power of the social media, because the power of the social media in this dispensation can never be overemphasized.
Right. That's very true.
Yeah,
Very true. It could be either used for good or bad.
I tell you,
And
man.
so, yeah, that's very true.
So
And that's where young people are. And so that is, so do you, when we start to talk about education and educating young people, I know that in a lot of countries, they are using phones to teach so that everyone would have a phone, everyone has a lesson, everyone can log in. Do we have the ability to do something like that there?
uh yeah,
Because because I don't know how remote the area is when we start talking about people getting to school, but if they can learn and you could be conveying a lesson over a phone and they can respond and start to do their lesson, they can keep up with it. And even if that's a backup to them getting to a classroom and to a building, but that way they will never be disconnected from the lesson.
yeah. Actually, we have a little challenge there because we're still in this part of the world, and though we still have the younger people that they are still experiencing kind of digital divide. So
Ah,
we have to empower them also on that side. We have, the people that we have to set up these younger girls, and we want to impact them, we want to train them so that they can actually stand to represent light and advocate against injustice.
mm-hmm.
Then we have to provide adequate security for them because as I'm talking to you now, we are working on setting up our private security company.
Mm, okay.
So if
And
any of our okay, you want to say
how would
something?
that, yeah, how would that be funded?
Yeah, it's actually going to be very, very costly. Like I told you, we don't have access to funding at the moment, but it's actually very, very costly because the younger men that we want to begin to reprogram their mindsets, some of them are incarcerated in the prison,
Mm-hmm.
some of them
Mm-hmm.
are on their waiting trial cases. The more we
Mm-hmm.
are rehabilitating them, we just want to begin to get them empowered so that on the other
Yes.
side, they can actually stand as a system to actually provide security for these vulnerable ladies and girls and women.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
We're going to get them licensed. That we're going to be bringing in some experts to train
Okay.
them more because I study criminology. I have a degree in criminology.
Okay. Excellent ideas. Please give me your budget for what you need.
Uh,
We have a database of 47,000 investors. We have a database of 2,900 investors that give to um, nonprofits for projects of this kind. So yeah, let's talk afterwards and get the budget to me.
okay. So also I don't know before I wish probably maybe Mr. Richard can also share with us through the legal perspective because he's a legal luminary and he's a very intelligent brother. I've enjoyed God's grace in his life and I'm proud to call him a brother.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Jimmy. As I looked at the agenda, it did seem like, and I don't know whether it's too late to submit something in writing, but it did seem like that we would have an opportunity to have some planning sessions about some of these topics about empowering girls and women. And that was one of the things that really excited me about bringing in Denise is she's literally written a dissertation on women in athletics and sport and empowering them in sport. And so that's something that is passionate to her. To me, obviously, somebody that defended women in the civil rights arena and litigation,
Mm-hmm.
something that I'm passionate about. So I was wondering whether there were any specific what I suggest is putting together a bullet point of some specific suggestions that we would present
Mm-hmm.
on some of the different agenda items. Like, maybe 5 different bullet point items as far as some suggestions. And it could be based on what you all see in your experience
Mm-hmm.
and what it is you've seen work, what it is you know seen that could is not working.